Hey, good morning, everyone. Great to be with you this morning. You ever had your spouse tell you, or maybe a boss or somebody tell you that, hey, look, you don't listen and you just don't see? My wife has another term for that. She calls it stubborn. And sometimes the staff will look at me and say, Pastor, you're just not listening. Can't you just see what's in front of you? Maybe you had a political argument like that where the other person just can't listen and they can't see, and you're talking, but they're not hearing, and they're trying to point something out. You're not seeing the whole thing. Jesus had an encounter with a guy who was demon possessed, and it said that he was blind and he was mute. So he couldn't see and he couldn't talk. And then Jesus does this thing and he heals him. The people are amazed. Whoa, he just healed the guy who was blind and he couldn't talk. And there are times when I need Jesus to touch me just as he touched that demon-possessed guy, because when my wife is looking at me and we're in it and I'm not seeing and she's not listening, and it's almost like there are demons in the room. And we need something greater than ourselves to come in and open our eyes and open my eyes and allow me to talk and communicate with love and grace and compassion and all things that are necessary, because the way I'm talking ain't anyone listening to. I don't know if that's true for you today, but God promises that if we allow him to come in, the demons will flee. If we submit ourselves to God, Satan runs away. Our eyes are opened, our tongue is loosed, and we have great words to say, and we can see what the other person is trying to say, and we have wonderful conversation. I'm going to pray that for you today. You may not be demon-possessed, but you may be having a hard time seeing what another person is trying to tell you. You may not be listening to the other person. They might listen to you, and you got conflict. That's when we need Jesus to step in. Jesus, come do your thing in my life today. God, open my eyes that I might see what other people are trying to show me. God, open my mouth that I might speak words of life and hope and grace and confidence, and God, building people up instead of words that no one's listening to. God, I don't want to be like that demon-possessed guy. God, I want to be free from those demonic elements that try to destroy and kill and divide. So Jesus, I submit myself to you. I resist the enemy and say no to it in Jesus' name. And God, I will walk in the freedom of being able to see in your grace and speak hope and love. Hey, I love you guys. Thanks for being in my life. And if you got demons, well, you know what to do. Submit yourself therefore to God. Resist the devil. He'll flee from you. We'll see you tomorrow.